what the Lord has done for me. I got to keep on pressing. He's been so good to me. He opened up doors I could not see. He dried all of my tears away. He gave me joy for the day. Here today, Pastor McClam, God bless you. Thank God for all who's here today. Just want to talk to you for a few moments. Mark 4:36. Those who have your Bible, you will find that it says, and when they had sent him away, the multitude, they took him even as he was in the ship. And there were also with him other little ships. 37 says, and there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now filled. 38th verse says, and he was in the hinder part of the ship asleep on the pillow. And they awaked him and said unto him, Master, careth thee not that we perish? For a few moments I want to talk to you. I'm in the midst of a storm.
All right. Amen.
I'm in the midst of a storm. In life, believe it or not, everybody have to go through some storms. Anybody here could have witnessed with me and say, I've been in a few storms in my life. Yeah, I've been in a few storms. There are many different kinds of storms. There are rainstorms. There are snowstorms. There's windstorms. There are thunderstorms. And the storms that we're all going through now is the storm of life. This storm of life, many people have succumbed to the storm of life. They have given up, they're threw in the towel, and some even killed themselves, turned to drugs and alcohol in the storm of life. This storm of life will tear you down if you're not fully persuaded. One thing about a storm, it has a way with showing us what's under the foundation. You mess with a strong storm, it'll tear the roof off. It will blow out walls, it'll knock windows out, and there'll be no safety from the elements. So the question comes then, Lord, what do we do when we are in the middle of a storm? And here in this text, the Bible says that they were in a ship and a terrible storm, it arose out of nowhere. So remember, saints, that storms will rise in your life unexpectedly. These men, they were on the water, but they grew afraid. They got scared and they became doubtful. They ran and woke Jesus up and said unto him, Master, don't you care that we're about to be overtaken in this storm? Jesus arose and he rebuked the winds and simply says, peace, be still. Now I come by here to tell y'all there's somebody here, although you've been smiling and although people think everything is going good for you, that somebody's going through a storm. And the Lord that we serve, he's going to simply speak to your situation and say, peace, be still. Well, I only have 3 points, and then I'm going to go to my seat. First thing we must do whenever we're going through a storm is to talk about Jesus. Mother Hopkins, if you talk about Jesus, you'll find yourself talking to Jesus. Y'all don't believe me? Read the 23rd division of Psalms, where David, he started off talking about Jesus. For he says, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Now listen, he's talking about Jesus. He says, he makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. My favorite verse says, and yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil. Isn't it good to know that God will get in the valley with you? So many times we pray to God that he takes us out of the valley. But I just want to let you know that God will get in the valley with you.
Yes.
Well, David was talking about God. Now he switches and starts talking to God when he says, because God is with me.
Yes.
And his rod and his staff, they comfort me. And I don't know about you, if you talk to God, he will answer prayer.
Yes.
The old saint to say, if you have a little talk with Jesus, you can tell him all about your trouble. He'll hear your faintest cry, and then he'll answer you by and by. Feel like preaching today? When we talk to God, it builds a personal relationship with God. And the second thing, Deacon Hopkins and trustee, we got to do is have faith. In my imagination, these men must not have known what kind of faith God was talking about. Well, let me just say a few here. David, a few things about faith, David, that these men must not have knew. Well, what kind of faith do we need when we come in a storm?
All right.
Well, we need faith the size of a mustard seed.
All right.
We need open the door kind of faith.
All right.
We must be established in the faith. We are justified by faith.
Yeah.
We must listen to the words of faith. We must have a measure of faith.
All right.
Always remember that whatever you're going through, we walk
By faith.
by faith.
All right, preacher.
And all of us in the church today remember that we are in the household of faith.
All right.
We must have a shield of faith.
Yeah.
Apostle Paul said, I kept the faith.
Yeah.
And God is the finisher of our faith.
Yes, he is.
And whenever we go into trouble, we can ask God in faith. Yeah. Somebody's wondering, what is faith? Well, faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. Somebody said, how can I get the faith? Well, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the words of God. I'm about to close, and the third thing we need, we got to trust in God. Apostle Paul talked about trusting in God in Acts 27 and 40. When he talked about a storm he was in. He said that the storm was so strong that when the two seas collided, that it destroyed the ship that they were on. But Apostle Paul said unto the people, he says, fear not, for none of us shall lose our life. And I just want to tell you that no matter what trouble comes your way, that when you're under assignment from God, that the death can't harm you. When you're under the assignment of God. So don't worry about storms. Just look at your storms and say, I shall not die, but I shall live and declare the works of Jesus Christ. Well, Apostle Paul was in this storm, and you know there were people on the shore that wanted to see, was his God able to deliver them? 276 passengers was aboard the ship. And in my mind, one of them said, listen, I see these men swimming the shore on broken pieces. And somebody said, they said, I hear him saying today, what kind of God do they serve? That he wasn't able to save the ship. And I just want to tell you, God never promised he would save the ship. But he said he would save the people. Is there anybody here who can say, God saved me just in time? I was in a terrible storm, but God saved me just in time. The enemy thought he had me, but God saved me just in time. I didn't think I'll make it another day, but God saved me Is there somebody been saved by the Lord? You're not ashamed to tell the world that I've been saved by the hand of the Lord. I was in a storm of trouble, but God saved me. I was in a storm of sickness, but God saved me. I was in a storm and I didn't know just what to do, but I called on the name of Jesus, and when I called him, he heard my cry. I just want to leave you with you may be in a storm, but everything gonna be alright. Everything going to be alright. Do I have anybody here who ever tried him and can witness with me that he's alright? He's alright. He's alright. God is alright. Well, what is he able to do? He is able to pick you up. Anybody been picked up by the hands of God? Well, he picked me up and then he turned me around. I got a testimony now. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that the Lord is good. He's good to me. I want to tell you I'm blessed in the city, and we are blessed in the field. Gonna tell the world with the hand clapping that the Lord brought me out. I'm gonna show the world with my shouting that God delivered me. I'm gonna show the world with the way I live that he took me out of the storm. I'm gonna show the world with the way I give that the Lord, he is my friend. He's a friend of mine, and I'm so glad. Where the glad folk is, like I said, I'm glad. Oh yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Right on time, and I'm glad about it. Sometimes crying, but I'm glad I met him. Sometimes